Hi grade 2s. So today we're going to be testing the strength of different types of magnets, and we're going to be doing an attract test and a repel test as well. So to start off, I want to see if you remember what it means for magnets or anything really to attract. So when we're talking about attraction, it's the force of the magnets when they pull towards each other. So let's take a look at these magnets I have. So right now, these attracted, they pulled towards each other. See that? Just like that, okay? What about this word here? What does that word say? That says repel. So what happens when my magnets repel? That's right, they're pushing away from each other. That's right, they're going away, they're pushing apart. So let's see what that looks like. See these two magnets? I'm trying to stick them together, but you can literally feel it when you're playing with these or exploring with these, that they're pushing away from each other. So do you remember how does a magnet attract? When the opposite poles are put together. So north and south are together, they attract. What happens when I put like poles together, like south and south, they repel. Okay, awesome. So today we're going to learn about the strength of magnets. So let's just take a look at this page. You'll also see this on your Google Slides today. So magnets come in all different types of strengths, okay, grade 2. So magnets can attract something as small as a pin, as you can see in this picture, or something as large as a car. It all just depends on the strength of a magnet, okay? So let's test that with different types of magnets. So I'm going to take these words out of here for us, and then I'll introduce you to some of my magnets. All right, so this here is a bar magnet. Okay, so this side of the magnet is north, and this side of the magnet is south. So north and south, okay? There's two here. I have two of them. They're not very strong, these magnets that I found. So we're not going to use them for the experiment, but I'm just going to show you that this is a type of magnet, and it's called a bar magnet. This is a wand magnet. These are wand magnets, I guess. And these are super strong. So we're going to use them in our experiment today. But a wand magnet, it's a little bit different from the bar magnet. As you can see at the bar magnet, each side of the magnet is a different pole. So on this side, it's north, and this side is south. With the wand magnet, the top, or no matter it doesn't really matter. It could be the top or the bottom, no matter how you look at it. The top of the magnet is the north, and you have to flip it over to get the south. So the top is north, the bottom is south, or the top is south and the bottom is north. It's I don't know, up here is like they're opposite sides, whereas this one, they're all along the same, like they're not stacked on top of each other, if that makes sense. So they're just a little bit different. They both have the north and south poles, but they're just on a different spot on the magnet. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Okay, and then we have my ring magnets. They're just like the wand magnets, where one side is north and the other side is south. Okay, and then we have the ring magnet. The ring magnet is kind of like a bar magnet. It's kind of like a bar, but kind of bend it over. So one side of it is north and the other side is south. So those are our different magnets we're going to test today. So for the experiment, we're going to use the horseshoe magnets. We're going to use the ring magnets. And we're going to use the wand magnets. So on your sheets, you'll notice it says bar magnet. These will be our bar magnets today. Okay? Okay, so remember, when the opposite poles are together, they attract. When similar poles or the same poles are together, they repel. You can feel it. If you have magnets at home, see if you can play around with that. You can feel it. Like you can't stick them together unless the different poles are together. All right, let's test the strength of them. So the way this is going to work is I'm going to put one magnet on one sticky and another magnet on another sticky. And I'm going to move one towards the other. As soon as you feel the pulling of the magnets, as soon as you feel that, that is called the magnetic force. And we're going to place another sticky note to show us where that magnet started to attract. Okay, so let's try. So I'm going to move this red magnet towards the yellow bar magnet. And then as soon as I feel that pulling, it's where I place the sticky. So let's go. Oh, I feel it right. I felt it. Felt it right about here. So I'm going to place my sticky note here. So right around here is when the bar magnet started to attract. Okay, so that's pretty strong. Let's try the same test with a horseshoe magnet. Okay, so one horseshoe magnet goes here and one horseshoe magnet goes here. Remember, I have to make sure they're, because I want them to attract, right? So I want to make sure the opposite poles are coming towards each other. Okay, let's go. Oh, I didn't really feel it up until around here. It wasn't very strong, so we'll put it here. Horseshoe. And last but not least, let's try the ring. Okay, ready? Oh, there we go. Okay, right around there. Okay, so let's look at this. Looking at the donut sticky notes, you can see the bar magnet started pulling around here, the horseshoe magnet started pulling here, and the ring magnet started pushing over here. So which one is the strongest? Which one is the strongest? Yeah, the bar magnet was the strongest because it didn't take as much distance to start pulling. Okay, so if you're doing this at home, you might get different results just depending on the type of magnets you have. So sometimes magnets can be old or damaged and they lose their strength over time. So for example, this guy here, this bar magnet I showed you earlier, it was probably really strong when it was brand new, but it's been tested so many times that it's lost its strength. Okay, whereas this wand magnet is probably fairly new, or it just is super strong. So it's way stronger than this magnet. It just depends on the type of magnets you have. So all magnets lose strength over time. So when you have them at home and you're using them for stuff, just make sure to take good care of them so they don't lose their strength. All right, fill out that sheet that looks like this for me. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to, you don't have to predict which magnet is the strongest because we kind of already did that. We'll predict in the next one and do a 1 for the weakest and 3 for the strongest. So let's do that together right now. So which one was the strong or the weakest? It was the ring. So we're going to give that a 1, followed by the horseshoe, followed by the bar magnet. Okay. This is just what we did as a class and what you observed and learned. So what did we learn in the attract test? I learned that you're going to fill in the blank magnet was the strongest. Okay, you can also say, I learned that magnets lose, what did they lose? Their strength over blank. Okay, so you're going to fill that in. All right, head on over to watch the next video when we do the exact same thing, but instead of a track test, it's repel test.